I would like to start with the questions now with Shantanu. You know, you had told me that you were actually at the groundbreaking of the Ayodhya Ram Temple. You've done several podcast episodes also on your experience there. I believe they were predominantly in the Hindi language. Can you tell our audience a little bit more about this, your experience there, and any interesting tidbits that weren't necessarily covered by the mainstream or legacy media?
Mhm. I'm one of those fortunate ones who was in Ayodhya that day. Not only that day, I was there for almost 5 days. So the event happened on 26th of January, and I was there, landed there on 19th. And I still remember when I started my journey from Delhi, and now Ayodhya has an airport, so you can take a flight there. First time I saw people taking selfie with their boarding cards, with the display of Ayodhya written as international station on the displays of the Delhi airport. When we landed at Delhi airport, people were not willing to go out of the Ayodhya airport, right? Because they were touching the land, the base of the airport, right? And when I entered Ayodhya and spent those 2 3 days before even the Pran Pratishtha happened, the consecration happened, there were like millions and millions of people on the road. And I asked many of them, like, will you be able to see the temple? Do you think in this crowd? They say, we don't mind. We are in this land, that's enough. This is the land where Rama might have walked. Rama walked in this land, and just to be here in the presence of that environment is enough for us, right? And that day, when we saw the idol of Rama, right? You can't control yourself, right? Your emotions will just ooze out, because I was one of those who were coming to Ayodhya from last 6 7 years, right? And it was such a painful experience to see Ram Lala, or the statue, this tiny statue, in tent from so many years. And you will think, in Rama's country, in a Sanatani country, in a Hindu country, Rama has to survive in a tent, right? It was like a blemish on all of us as a civilization. And that day, the blemish was gone, right? And one more incident with this, I'll end. That day, when the thing was happening, there was a helicopter going around. The state government has done an arrangement and was throwing rose petals on the Ram Bhakts, right? The Rama disciples. And I was juxtaposing that, and I was standing next to Saryu, the river. I was juxtaposing that in 1990, a lot of Ram Sevaks, the car Sevaks, got shot in their heads, right? And the Saryu was red with the blood. Today, Saryu was red again, but with the flower petals, not the blood of the Ram Sevak. So it was a huge juxtaposition that I saw. And people came cycling, people came skating from thousands and thousands of kilometers for multiple days. People came walking, right? And we had some people who had the invitation, and political reasons they never came. So I'm a student of Ramayana, and Ramayana happened in Treta, and today is Kali Yuga. That day, what I saw in Ayodhya, it was looking like as if the time of Treta came in Kali Yuga. So that was, yeah, my experience in those 5 days in Ayodhya.